This is a land known by two very different names. Much of the international community recognizes it as the West Bank. But Jewish tradition and the Bible calls it Judea and Samaria. That debate has been simmering since the Oslo Accords, and it is front and center today as over 1,000 pastors and Christian leaders have come here to ancient Shiloh to hear the story from a Jewish perspective. Dr. Mike Evans set the tone with a message directed at the Trump administration on Israel's sovereignty over the biblical heartland.
Vice President Vance, we are here in Shiloh, in Judea and Samaria. The policy of the Trump administration is that the West Bank will not be annexed by Israel. But there's something you have to understand. The policy of the God who birthed America and the policy of the God who gave these people this land is, in fact, that Judea and Samaria is Bible land.
Evans' response points to this recent statement from Vance following a Knesset vote on Israeli sovereignty.
The West Bank is not going to be annexed by Israel. The policy of the Trump administration is that the West Bank will not be annexed by Israel.
European leaders also continue to warn against any moves that might close the door to a future Palestinian state.
Furthermore, we are also keeping a close eye on the situation in the West Bank. We must keep the path to Palestinian statehood open. That is why there must be no annexation steps in the West Bank.
Yet the region's governor, Yisrael Gantz, head of the Binyamin Regional Council, casts a vision of Shiloh and Samaria becoming a place of prayer.
When I wake up every morning, very early in the morning, and go through the vineyards, I feel the heavy missions that I have on my soldier to develop this area, and I pray that I will be able to develop this area, that everyone will feel here that it's his home, can come here, will see this area flourishing, will deepen our roots here, and this place will be open for prayer for everyone in the world.
He told pastors their support matters to the mission God gave to Israel.
Applying the Israeli law here is the justice of God. We didn't take someone else's land. We came here because God sent us here, and we have to complete His mission. We will do that together.
U.S. Pastor Rusty Nelson felt a divine power in seeing this historic stand for Israeli sovereignty where the Tabernacle once stood.
It's really overwhelming to see, especially after coming out of the war, to see this many people gathered here at Shiloh, but specifically pastors, and to be a part of a historic event and to bring them specifically into this arena. It was the first place of possessing the land and establishing a headquarters of worship.
Brian Bauer, visiting Shiloh for the first time, said standing on the stones where God once dwelled left him speechless.
This is literally the rocks of the hillside that God dwelt with his people. And to be standing in this, knowing that Christ would come and tabernacle amongst us, this is the foretaste of it, and you can feel his presence in the place.
For Christians and Jews who have long worked to share the biblical story of Judea and Samaria, the moment felt like a breakthrough. Josiah Hilton of the Israel Guys told CBN News the gathering marks a true turning point.
I'd say after being here for many, many years, two decades now, working the land, just see what's happening today with this 1,000 pastors coming to show their support for Israel, but not only just coming to Israel. They came to the heart of Samaria, to Shiloh here, is a huge statement. And I think this really shows the progress we're making in the world of getting information out there as far as what is Judea and Samaria. It's not the West Bank, you know.
After today's event, it's clear the hope is that the message of sovereignty will make it from Judea and Samaria all the way to the White House. Joshua Swanson, CBN News, Shiloh.